Obstacles. Better yet, overcoming obstacles. Have you ever had that thing in your life? Have you ever had that moment in your life that you just don't think you can get through? Have you ever had that moment that you just feel like it's never going to get better? Well, guess what? You're not alone. Listen, everyone has obstacles. Everyone has things that they must overcome. You see, some are worse than others for sure, but everyone has something. Have you ever had that moment where you see somebody struggling, or you see somebody that only has one leg or only has one arm, and you see them doing something great, and you think, damn, what is my excuse? Let me tell you, there's a baseball player back when I was growing up. His name was Jim Abbott. And Jim only had one, he only had one hand. Major league pitcher. Not only a major league pitcher, but an all-star, threw a no-hitter. And it was really cool because when they talked to him and they said, how did you overcome it? And he said, I came home from school one day and I told my dad, Dad, those kids, they're mean. I was so angry. Those kids were so mean to me. They won't let me play baseball because I only have one hand. He said his dad looked at him and he said, no, son, they won't let you play baseball with them because you stink at baseball. You're not very good. So what are you going to do? Well, look at the end result. Because he could have coddled them. Here you are with this boy born with only one hand. And instead of coddling him, instead of saying, oh, those poor kids, yes, they're just mean. Oh, yes. No, he was honest with them. He said, no, it's not because you don't have one hand. That's not why. It's because you stink. And so Jim went on to learn how to play, how to put the glove on the other hand, where he pitched with one hand, and then that was the same side glove that he would use. And even when they would see that he only had one hand, they would try to bunt and they'd try to go to that side. And so he had to get better. And he had to keep getting better. So good that he went on to play in the major leagues, to win games, to throw a no-hitter in a Major League Baseball game. All because of what? Because he overcame the obstacle. Because he changed the narrative. I can't do it because I have one hand. No, that's not it. You see, the moment at Optimal Self, and you guys have heard me say this before, inside, I hope you guys come over to our Facebook group, but inside we talk about it all the time. The moment you take responsibility for everything in your life, you unlock the potential to have anything in your life. Here is this young boy with only one hand. And he took the responsibility for everything. Took the responsibility that I'm not very good at that game. And the moment he did, he unlocked the potential to have anything in his life. And ultimately, he overcame at the highest level. So it starts with you. It starts with your internal narrative. It starts with the words that you say to yourself every single day. Is it victim? Or is it blaming someone else? Or am I taking responsibility for where I am and what I have? Listen, it's really simple. You change the narrative, you change the words, and you change your life. There's simple ways to do it. You have to adopt a powerful mindset. You have to adopt the affirmations and standing behind what you believe and who you are and who you want to be. And you have to take responsibility. And there was a really good one I heard today. A guy that I follow, Hal Elrod, he wrote the Miracle Morning. If you ever get a chance, get it. It's worth it's worth every cent and then some. But I heard him say this. He said, I am where I am because of who I was. But where I go depends entirely on who I choose to be. Imagine if you had that mindset. Imagine if you adopted that. Yeah, I am where I am. You see, that's taking responsibility, but it's for who I was. I get to create me. I get to create. I am writing the next chapter. I get to write it, not somebody else. Maybe everything else was written by somebody else. It was somebody else's ideas. It was somebody else's thoughts of who you should be and what you should be. Well, guess what? Today, you just got the biggest gift you can get, which is you get to create the rest, the new, the future you. You get to create your optimal self, but you have to adopt it. You have to know it, and you have to be it. I'll say it again. Change the narrative, change the words, and you change your life. Take this one right here. Write it down. If you're watching this, great. If you're hearing this, write it down again. I'm sure Hal will be stoked that you guys do it. I am where I am because of who I was, but where I go depends entirely on who I choose to be. So I'm asking you here today, who do you choose to be? It's up to you. All right. I hope you enjoyed the story. Look up Jim Abbott. His life is incredible. And man, what a gift he got from his dad that day to tell him the truth. It's not because you have one hand. It's because you stink at baseball. But you can change that. And if you're watching this, I want you to know you can change it. It's up to you. All right. I hope you have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, whenever you're hearing this. And as always, please, I can't thank you enough. Those of you guys that have actually reviewed, the numbers are through the roof, and I just love it. But I'll tell you what, the algorithm loves the fresh stuff. So if you haven't yet, please jump over, subscribe to the YouTube channel, give us a rate, give us some comments. If you're listening to it on the podcast, wherever it is, please subscribe and give us a rate and review. We appreciate it. And until next time, get out there and be the best version of you.